relajar. Así que esta esencia humana empoderada, llena de sueños, llena de fuerza, este espíritu emprendedor es justamente donde nuestra coach en desarrollo humano, en este caso Perla, nos va a compartir la importancia de esta esencia humana en el proceso de ser emprendedor. Adelante, coach.
Hi, how are you? My name is Perla Hidalgo. I was invited.
Te quedó apagado tu micro.
Okay.
Adelante.
Hi, my name is Perla Hidalgo. I was invited by Miss Nancy. Thank you very much for the invitation. And I was also invited to give this little talk in English. So I'm sorry if it's a little rusty, my English right now. I haven't practiced in a while. But I'm very happy to be here with all of you. And I would like to tell you a little bit about me. When I was a little girl, I was very, I have a lot of energy, and I was always like climbing trees, and I was always like getting in something. I was up to something, and I was drawing on the walls, and maybe some of you that are here can relate to that. And somehow my mom was very worried, like what am I gonna do with this girl? So she become very strict with me. So now I couldn't if I went with her to some meeting or some party, like you are not gonna talk, you're gonna stay here. And like she changed the way she talked to me, and I start changing and believing that I wasn't I have nothing good to say. I had whatever I wanted to say, it wasn't important to anyone else. So be careful with all of you that are listening today, because maybe you are starting to believe lies, and wow, that is a huge mistake. So I would like to invite you to not believe in the lies that another people can tell you. Maybe your parents, when they're angry, they can tell you something that may hurt you. But please guard your heart. It's one of the things we teach at Veraca, to guard your heart, to guard your mind, your thoughts, because it becomes what you think you become. So it's very important so that you can guard your own heart, and that you can be able to imagine, that you can be able to dream big dreams. Something that I love to do is the butterfly, because I used to live like in a little shelter. Actually, my name is Perla, pearl in English, and the pearls are formed in an oyster. So I used to feel that I live in that way, that I would live in my room, I was very lonely, I was very depressed. And I took that all the way until college. And I was sharing with my shark colleagues that I started doing very bad at math. I had a lot of hard work to do with math. I always fail my subjects and my exams. And it wasn't because I didn't study. I studied a lot. But when I got to the exam, I got frozen and I couldn't answer. And it was very, very hard for me. So I took that all the way to college. And actually, I don't know if you heard the term multi-passionate entrepreneur, because I was having a hard time deciding which major to study. I wanted to study hotel and restaurant management. That it's what I graduated. And I wanted to be an architect, and I wanted to be interior design. I wanted to study chef. And I had a lot of trouble because people used to say, Pearl doesn't know what she wants. She's lost. Her mind is not in good shape. So it was very hard for me to choose a subject, to choose what I wanted, because I really had a lot of passion for several things. So I finished hotel and restaurant management, and I took 7 years because I had a hard time with all the subjects that had to do with math, with numbers. Like I actually changed the numbers. If I had to put a 57, I put 75. Like it was very hard for me. So I failed a lot of my subjects, and that's why I switched to chef. I studied chef for gastronomy for like 6 months. Then I studied communication for a year, and then I came back to hotel and restaurant management because I said to myself I had to overcome the struggle I have with math, and I have to graduate. And because I love serving people. That's why I loved hotel and restaurant management. I love the contact with people. So when I finished my career, I started noticing that I was good at a lot of stuff, and actually I got to do all the different things that was in my mind and in my heart. I was in television program talking about faith, talking about the spirit, and for 6 months in Guatemala I was invited. I'm sorry about my English, but I get very passionate. I want to talk very fast. And for example, I built my house, like I helped the architect. I was so involved in where the kitchen was gonna be, where the sun came up every morning, and where I wanted the sun to hit in the morning. So I got really involved, and I've been like being curious and being active in different subjects and different areas that I'm interested. So that's how I became a coach, because I thought I was a loser for many years, like more than 10 years. I thought I was a loser. I came from depression. I came from loneliness. And I've started to discover myself in personal development, and I am loving the person I'm becoming. I'm building myself. And I'm loving that I can help people that they can that maybe can feel the way I used to feel, lonely and hopeless. And that's what I love. I love to help people to believe in themselves, to grow their self-esteem, to start building habits. It's really important to build habits. And I love to integrate spirit, your being, your what you are, what you believe, your values, and your mind. How to okay, everybody has bad thoughts every day, but what are we gonna do with those bad thoughts? Are we gonna play with them in our mind, or are we going to use our willpower to switch to, okay, this thought is not good for me, so I'm gonna switch it? And you can do that. You are able to do that if you learn how to. That's why it's so important, personal development and growth. And it's something I do every single day. I practice every single day. I'm not the same person I was a month ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 10 years ago. Every day I'm learning. I take focus on learning new things. For example, I love that Aurelio talked about technology, because now with the quarantine that we are at home, I started doing Pilates lessons by Zoom, and that was something new for me. So it was really great that I didn't go through quarantine alone, because I was given all my Pilates lesson, and I love uniting, taking care of what we are, spirit, soul, and body. Because if we only take care of our body, we don't know how to manage our thoughts, our emotions, take care of our values, what is our most important values. And if you take care only of a spirit, for a long time I only took care of my spirit, but I didn't know how to make new habits that really changed my life. Like, for example, just by doing your own bed every single morning, it builds a little bit of self-esteem, like, yes, I did, my first task is done. And it's really, really good for us. So when you develop habits, when you develop your spirit, you do what you love because it's in your heart, not because of okay, I'm gonna be rich by doing this. No, It has to be something that moves you. And something that I wrote down is like how to find your passion. Is that you have to imagine what your life you want to look like. How do you want your life to look like? So imagine. It's very important that you imagine big, because you are only going to go until your imagination can go. So another tip is that you visualize that where you are from now and where you want to be, your point A and your point B, and your why. Why? Put your goals into a vision board and tell yourself, why do you want to accomplish every single goal? Why is it going to make the difference? And what difference is going to make if you don't do it? How do you are going to feel if you don't accomplish those goals? So it's very important that you be curious and don't be afraid of failure, because failure is part of this path of growing, and failure is going to give you so much self-esteem that you can say, okay, I did this and I learned it, and I knew a little, I get to meet a new person. I got to visit new places, and it really is amazing what you can do when you get the fear, get out of the way, when you get leave the shyness behind, and it's amazing what you can do. Like, you are your own work of art. Believe in yourself. You are made for great things. And one of the slogans of my business, Veraca, it's dare to fly higher, because there's always more than you can give, more than you can grow, more than you can love, more than you can experience. So I'm going to invite you to enjoy living, enjoy the process, enjoy each day, each one of your activities. And well, I'm very happy to be here with you.
Muchísimas gracias, Coach Perla. Estamos ya casi cerrando, y justamente como nos lo ha compartido nuestra invitada magnífica de hoy, tenemos que buscar esa pasión, esto que nos mueve, esto que nos hace trascender, esto que mueve nuestras fibras, y no importando si nos tachan de esto del otro, como el licenciado Aurelio nos compartía, ¿verdad? Que pues tache, guarache, porque era súper inquieto y hacía muchas travesuras, ¿verdad? Pero esa necesidad de movimiento y de cambio justamente es la que nos tiene hoy aquí. Muchísimas gracias, Coach. Vamos a ir cerrando. Disculpen, vamos a ir, sé que la conexión empezó un poquito tarde, sé que estamos teniendo ahí algunas fallas técnicas. Vamos a continuar con nuestros invitados, Coach Salvador, en relación